Dan Benandi is in Newport, Connecticut at the Sandy Hook hearings. He's talking to school safety consultant Wolfgang Halbig. Now, Halbig is there asking the committee why they won't give him any of his FOIA requests and why he was threatened when he asked for information.
Dan Benandi for Infowars.com, and we are at the city of Newtown, Connecticut. They're having a hearing on the Sandy Hook incident, and with me is Wolfgang Halbig. How you doing, sir?
Oh, great. Thanks for seeing me again.
Absolutely. I just got a couple questions today. One is what inspired you? What led you to start investigating Sandy Hook?
Well, you know what? I didn't have a chance to tell the school board members tonight, but you know what? When the Connecticut State Police sends police officers to my house and they threaten me and they tell me that I can no longer ask questions about the Sandy Hook school shooting, I kept thinking, isn't there freedom of speech here somewhere in America? I'm a naturalized U.S. citizen.
I think that's what called the First Amendment, right?
First Amendment. You know what the board members don't understand is they send police officers to my house, so guess what? I'm coming to their house, and I'm simply asking, okay, why in the world would you not respond to simple FOIA requests? And why would you not even return phone calls? You know, America today, we all have kids, we deserve the truth. And why in the world would you not tell the truth?
My name is Wolfgang Halbig. I'm from Lake County, Florida, a town called Sorrento, Florida. I'm a national school safety consultant. For the last 25 years, I've traveled the country. And you look at me like I'm here today to create a problem. That's the last thing I want to do. You have an incident that happened on December 14, 2012. As tragic as it was, it got national attention, worldwide attention. I was one of the first people in my community to donate money to your cause. Let me tell you something, when tragedy strikes in any community, the first thing you can do is give money, because it takes money to heal.
What's the biggest red flag in your head with this whole Sandy Hook incident?
Well, you know, as I said in there, you know what, when this happened and it unfolded, I reached in my pocket and I send money. Guess what? We all send money. You know, this town collected $29 million from people from all across America because of the tragedy. I'm one of them. It's my pocket. And guess what? As a national school safety consultant, I couldn't believe after a week I'm going, no trauma helicopters? Who in the world is the incident commander who would not request the best medical care? Who would not let the paramedics and EMTs inside the school to treat the children of the parents?
Why no trauma helicopters? Why would you not let paramedics, board members, these are your children, and you wouldn't let paramedics and EMTs into the building? You got 27 children declared dead within 8 minutes? Who does this? Who is so great at that job?
And guess what? Not one parent has filed a lawsuit. This is un-American. In America, we file lawsuits. I was at Columbine, 14 children who died, every parent, okay, filed a lawsuit. 23 children were severely shot and severely injured. Every parent filed a lawsuit. Why haven't the parents here in Sandy Hook filed a lawsuit? It's
well, I guess people quoted that it was a big circus coming to town with a bunch of conspiracy theorists, even though this is a direct onslaught on our Second Amendment, but we're a bunch of conspiracy theorists and we don't deserve to be here.
Well, and that's what people do here in Newtown. You know, today I was assaulted, I was battered by a fireman. I mean, can you imagine? I'm a visitor to a community. All I'm here, I actually went to the Newtown Police Department to say, I'd like to meet with Chief Kehoe. I wanted to make sure they knew we were in their town, make sure that we're not here to disrupt, we're not here to protest. We're simply asking, why have you not responded to our questions? I'm assaulted, I'm a visitor.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are the board member, you are the leaders of this community, you are the superintendent. Respond. You have a great secretary. But guess what? I sense in her voice she's afraid. She's afraid to even call me back. That should not be happening in any school district. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here tonight not to disrupt the meeting. We want answers. We want truth. Part of character education that we teach our children, you are modeling responsibility, caring, and I'll quit. Thank you for letting her know. But ladies and gentlemen, character education is about caring, responsibility, honesty. And guess what? You're teaching your children. Why don't you do it the same way and respond? And I thank you for your time.
The thing is, if we're conspiracy theorists, we're quacks, right? They could simply answer our questions, right?
Absolutely. And guess what? They would never see Wolfgang Halbig at the board meeting. Had they not sent police officers to my home, not once, but they did it twice, Wolfgang Halbig wouldn't be here tonight. They would never hear of me.
Absolutely, and you know, just like again, onslaught on the Second Amendment and also your First Amendment. I mean, that's not a violation of them intimidating you, using bullying tactics, typical police psychology tactics on you. You can't ask questions. You keep your mouth shut. Do what you're told. Submit to gun control because we're going to move it to a police state, not to USA, basically. And they expect us to keep our mouth shut, not ask questions. And your final thoughts.
Well, you know, the final thoughts is every time I look at that flag up there, it says City of Newtown. I cannot believe the police chief of Newtown called the sheriff of Lake County, Florida, and had deputy sheriffs come to my house, and they wanted to know that if I ever come to Newtown, I need to check in. Now, what is that about? When do I have to check in? And then they asked me if I owned a handgun. What business is it of the city of Newtown or the police chief? What business is it whether I own a gun or not? And I have to sign in when I come? That's un-American.
Oh, it is. It's a typical police psychology. But anyway, thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you very much.
And you're a hero to many of us.
No, all of us. We need to have the truth. Thank you. Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, have you ever imagined you live in a country that you can't ask questions, then they onslaught our Second Amendment and utilize and put these poor kids, exploit them for their Nazi gun control?